my god, why did I... So, I got a lot of hate in my previous videos. Everyone was like, bro, you're not even InterKnot 30 after 2 days of the game being out. Your opinion isn't valid. So, I decided to suffer. And I am now InterKnot 30. I've made it to the second city. I just completed part of the TV story quest. My god, there was a lot of dialogue. And I did like 20 pulls on the limited banner earlier. So I wanted to give my thoughts now that I'm actually InterKnot 30. After everyone told me to give my opinion once I hit InterKnot 30. So here you go, alright? I still think the early game. People don't understand this, right? The early game is what captures people into your game. This game, these gachas are targeted towards people who play 30 minutes to an hour a day, right? So if your early game is like a slugfest and it doesn't get good until the mid to end game, then that's not a good thing. And it's still going to change the overall review because most people now aren't going to continue playing this game because they got too bored at the beginning of the game. Not everyone, right? I'm not saying my opinion is fact. I'm not saying it applies to everyone. But from what I've seen, I've been getting mixed feedback on my own videos where it's like half the people are saying, oh, you're just a Zenless Zone Zero dick rider, hate training. And then the other half are like, yeah, I actually feel exactly like you do. And I've dropped the game for now at least. And I'm not playing anymore. And it's like, like people need to understand that I'm not alone, and many others aren't alone in the way they feel about the early game in this game. It's not the best. There's a lot of dialogue, a lot of TVs, and there isn't enough combat to really capture you in the beginning of the game. Now, that aside, I am InterKnot 30. Has anything changed? Not really from my last video. Oh yes. I will say the combat, I like it a lot more, right? The combat is a lot more fun. I still feel like it's too difficult to die. I could still tank like 10 to 20 hits on a character, right? Like it's still a bit too difficult to die. I think what I've realized is the biggest problem with difficulty in this game is that the parries are too easy. Sorry, voice crack. The parries are a little too easy, and they give you like a whole second window, and you don't need to time it like you do in Wuthering Waves. So it's very easy to get them off and just never take damage, right? Like in most of my runs, I probably get hit around 4 to 5 times. And that's with like multiple of the fights and multiple boss fights. Like it's very easy to not get hit that much because of the parry system. Now, I think in terms of story, it's still the same for me. I'm not that interested in the story. I still do think it's not bad, but I don't think it's very good either. So I'm in the middle with it, to be honest. Maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10. The combat I'd give right now around a 7 out of 10 as well. I think the art style and the animations and the characters are top tier, top notch. My favorite out of any Hoyo game. But the combat, I've seen many people make videos on, oh, Nicole, depending on where you move your joystick, can do this move in 3 different ways. And it's like, cool. When am I going to use this? Like, when am I going to have to use this? And the answer is probably never, right? You're never going to have to use it. And so, it's like there's a lot of characters who have these cool animations and cool tricks, but it doesn't really matter because the game is already easy enough to where you can clear, right? I'd say the actual difficult part of this game is since we're so low level, it's an investment diff, right? I've seen some like dolphins or whales already clear, I believe, Shinyu 9. Obviously not S tier, but they still cleared it. And I noticed that they had like 5 different characters or 6 different characters level 40. All of their skills leveled up. Had weapons for all of them. Had, what's it called? Are they called, what are they called, the copies in this game? Cinema, whatever this is. Oh, Mindscape. They're called Mindscapes. So they had Mindscape 6 on a lot of people, and they also had the God Ellen team, which is Ellen, Sokaku, and Lycon, the furry guy. And it's like, the game, I think, if you haven't played Wuthering Waves before, and you haven't played Honkai Star Rail before, this game would be fun as fuck, right? Like, you don't really have much to compare it to. And like, if you were to go from Genshin to this, I'd say, yeah, I'd be happy. That's for sure. I'd be happy. But I think in comparison to other gachas in the market, especially with Wuthering Waves' recent release and how well it did for me, I'd say this game is a 6 to a 7, right? It's not something that I'd play daily because I'm already interested in other gachas, and I simply don't want to have, like, treat gachas like a job, right? Like, I know there are some giga sweats out there who can play like 5 different gachas every single day for the rest of their lives. I'm someone who only likes playing a game when I'm like interested in it, when I'm actually like wanting to play it and not forcing myself to like listen to others on social media, right? Like, this is what everyone wanted me to do in all of my videos, commenting, bro, force yourself to get to the mid to end game. And it's like, okay, man, fine, I'll do it. So I haven't even touched HSR or Wuthering Waves yesterday or today, but I probably will after this because I'm already tired. I hit InterKnot 30. I finished some of the story quests. I do have some quests left, but it's really not that many. And in case you guys were curious, I'm currently running this physical team of Nekomiya, Billy, and where is she? Piper. Piper is very good for the anomaly. Like, very, very good. She's very useful in like those flag fights where it starts spawning a bunch of different like minions and enemies like that. It's very good to have her because she can clear them very quickly by triggering anomaly with her E. And I don't have a second team right now. I do have Rena level 30. And I do have Ombi level 30. So if an electric or electro DPS ends up coming out, I could instantly pair them with her. And I also have Sokaku at Mindscape 4, which is very good for an Ellen team. So hopefully I'm able to get Ellen, and then down the line I'm able to get Lycon. And then, you know, I already have 2 or 3 teams for the future. Alright. So I'd give the overall rating of this game a 6. Yeah, I think a 6 is fine. I find enjoyment in some aspects of the game, especially the combat. I think the combat is like an 8 to 9 out of 10 out of enjoyability. But when I'm like playing for long periods, it starts to get boring because it feels like I'm playing on autoplay, right? And then it drops to like a 6 out of 10 because I'm getting bored. Like, I'm not doing anything. In this game, the parries and the chain attacks, like, the game does them for you. It's not like Genshin or Honkai Star Rail where it's better to like time them and all this stuff. Like it just randomly appears on your screen and it gives you 1 second to press left click, and then your entire team does this chain attack. It's unique, sure, I'll give them that, and I do like it to a certain extent. I still don't appreciate how only one character can have an ult. It's a bit boring, right? Like, it takes like a little bit to get your ult back, right? Like probably half a minute to a minute to get your ult back usually, unless you have like already well invested energy and a good bang boo on your team. And it kind of sucks because I want to use all my characters' ultimates, but I'm stuck using one, and then it's like sometimes I'll be on my Piper when I have the ultimate, but I have to automatically switch off to Nekomiya because I don't want to waste the ult on her, and it's like, I don't really like that. But these are more nitpicky things that personally bother me. I don't know how others feel about it, right? So, yeah. This game is not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. I think the rewards aren't bad either for a launch. I still think they could have been more generous, considering this is a launch, especially after what Wuwa did. I think I've been through maybe 100 limited pulls at this point. At around 62 pity, I lost my 50-50 to Nekomiya. And I think right now I'm around 40 something pity. So I've gotten around 100 limited pulls. I believe I've gotten a lot for the standard banner as well. I got very unlucky in the standard banner, but lucky at the same time. And you guys will understand when I show you this. Let's see. So I got Hellfire Gears, which is a stun W engine. And I got it early, but as you can see, I got another one earlier. And it turns out this isn't even the best like stun W engine that you can get from this banner. So I was like, oh, God damn it. I guess I have two now, right? So I can use one on whichever stunner, Lycone, whenever I get him. And then I can use another one for another team that has a stunner. But it sucks. I really wanted to get characters instead. I really wanted Lycone very, very badly. And then behind this is just Rena, right? For the Bang Boot, ooh. Real quick, I didn't even know I had 22 of these. Let's just do this real quick. I've already gotten this Butler guy right here. I've already gotten him. He's level 30 right now, and he's been pretty good. Physical damage. I'm running him with obviously my physical damage team. Let's do these real quick. See if I got anything. Of course. Ooh, 3 A's though. I'll take it. This one's for ice damage too. Oh, I got 2 of them too. Nice. And one more. Two A's. Not bad. Not bad. Another penguin. I'm getting this guy really high all of a sudden. Let me go to the remodeling shop. But yeah, basically this game, I'd recommend it if you just want to really like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to take a game as serious. You're not really in there for the combat or anything like that. Like, you just want to have a chill time, have a good time, enjoy a bit of story, especially if you like the characters. I'm someone who isn't that taken in or drawn in by characters or like girls like this. Like, I mostly care about guys and like dudes who are badass or girls who are badass. For example, like Boot Hill or Jing Yuan. Not Don Hong that much. Yeah, not really. Or Ryosli from Genshin. Like, I like characters that are badass like that. Also Acheron. I think Acheron is also a good example. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. How has your guys' experience been with ZZZ? I haven't asked this before in my videos, but I'm actually very curious. What would you guys give as an overall rating? Like, maybe drop your reasons down below. I mean, if this video even gets recommended, I doubt it will. And yeah, have a good day. Peace.